Hello and welcome back. This is Nom Nom, and we are once again in Oxygen Not Included. This is the O.C.Duplicant base with the OCD challenge. Description for that challenge can be found below. So, the last couple of things we did, well, last episode was the disaster recovery. Things are looking good. We have 140,000 kcals of food. This arbor farm is going okay. Still warming up. So a few minor challenges there, but it's doing pretty well. We are radiating heat over here pretty effectively. It's 20 degrees, a nice balmy 20, and it is still only 6 degrees here. We have assigned our dupes with the job of walling this off with some insulation so that we can actually work in this area. And this area over here is going to be our arbor farm distillery, our ethanol distillery, using the wood from our arbor farm. This area here is going to be another arbor farm. So we know that it takes 7 trees to grow wood enough for one distillery. We have 1, 2, 3, kind of 4.5, because those two are sharing that space. 5, 6 and a half, so 1, 2, 3, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7. So that's 7. And then these 4 are effectively, I think, worth 8. So we have 2 ethanol distilleries worth of arbor trees over here. The idea for us is to do this one right, so that it doesn't require polluted water, and to get I guess 14 arbor trees over here to feed full-time 4 distillers. So we did lay this out a little bit once before. We know we have room over here to do this, so we'll just have to make sure that we do it well. And up here, this is going to be our new oxygen production area. We definitely need the oxygen to run these atmosuit docks. If we look right now, we have 800 grams of oxygen in the base, which is not bad. And actually taking a look at hydrogen, yeah, we're staying pretty steady there at 1.5 tanks of surplus hydrogen. So we're going to have a bunch of extra hydrogen coming in with this new oxygen production, and hopefully, taking a look at our gases here, hopefully we'll be able to push some of this carbon dioxide down a little bit so these guys can breathe when they eat and when they microbe mush. Taking a look at our food, what we actually have, it's almost all lice loaf, which is not good for the dupe's morale. So I'd also like to get into some other food sources, and to do that we might have to grow some different kinds of food. So we'll take a look at that too. This thing was supposed to get destroyed. I moved that sensor up. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. That hydro sensor and that pitcher pump hose are occupying the same space, which was not the case before I saved the game. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. So this also needs to say I need to be above 1 kilogram to run. So that should allow us to get some polluted water in our reserve over here. Okay. They are done with this. Let's check the temps. Oh, that's not temps. Check the temps. Man, instantly 20 degrees over here. Wow. 10 degrees. They can almost build in this entire area. The water coming in here is at 21, so it's basically not going to get any warmer over here. Is that right? Let's take a look at plumbing. Yeah, so I think, how long before this thing comes active? This thing's going active in 3 cycles, so that's not running. And that is why we have water here from this output of my polluted water filtering into this system here, which is part of the problem. I'm sure I've got, yeah, germy water over here like crazy, which is why I had somebody get food sickness at the end of the last video. So I would love to get away from using that microbe musher. How much slime have we got? 14 tons of slime. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of that. And we'll try it. We'll get rid of that. And we'll see how well that works. Meanwhile, my dupes do not like working in rooms with exposed insulated tile. That's just how they roll. This thing has got what in it? Larva eggs, but it has none. Okay, well, we're gonna deconstruct that. I'm not sure what happened to those larva eggs that I had. I thought I brought up. Maybe they hatched and died. I don't know what happened down there. We'll get rid of that ladder as well. And give them a priority 6 on all of that. Apparently they can't get to that. I don't know. Okay, and over here we're going to do exact same thing that we did over here. I don't know if I have that in a blueprint. It's a steam generator room. How do I toggle through these things? Here we go. Door compressor. No. Okay, we're going to take one. We are going to say new blueprint. Oxygen room. There we go, and we will use blueprint. Let's take a look over here. I think that'll do it. Yep, I'll have to just fix it up where I had that ladder, but that's great. Alright, we'll see about that. Oh, that's weird. Oh, because of the ladder. I didn't take the, it didn't paste the hydrogen generator because the ladder was in the way. Alright, that's cool. That makes sense. Alright, they're really cooking down here. What is that? What in the world? That's some like weird metal tile texture. That is absolutely not what's there. Okay, that's fine. You do you, dupes. Tile, come on. You gonna finish this, guys? Oh, come on. Okay. We're gonna do this to here. I guess I'll bring some ladders down here for them. Just bring it up like that. Like so. Alright, so this is a cool steam vent, and so is, where's that thing over here? This over here, cool steam vent, but they're really far apart, so I don't think I'll be merging steam vent chambers, but I could put a pump up here and just pump the water down here. Maybe extend the size of this room a little bit. I like that. We're just gonna ladder down. We're gonna dig this out. Really super hot stuff in here. Yeah, and we'll just grow that room, and then we'll pump this down just so we never have that water problem. Well, never. So in the short term, we don't have a water problem. Go ahead and check out our blueprints here. I will take dirt. Dirt is my favorite thing right now. That's fine. Out of those 4 choices, I will take dirt. Alright, I'm going to copy the settings on this guy right here, and let's plant some mushrooms. There's a big timing delay on those mushrooms, but it's going to be a huge payday when it comes out. I'll be happy to be done with those meal lice. Let's go ahead and do some research here. I'm just going to make my way down the list. And how are we on fertilizer? Oh, 3 tons of fertilizer. This thing's going strong. That's great. This must be 20. Yeah. Really need to use more gas so that I'm actually Oh, it's dormant now. I guess I have 47 cycles to wait. 34 cycles to wait. But we need to see what we can do about using some more of that power. Alright, they finally finished that. We'll go ahead and build that there. And did somebody pee? What happened here? Please don't tell me I'm having plumbing problems again. Nope. Alright, I don't know what your guys' problem is. Just relax with the peeing everywhere. Alright, they're not really building this, or are they just taking their time? I guess they're not idle, so they're not building that. I gotta priority 6 this stuff to get them to build it. Alright, I actually want to destroy those two. They can't work down here for very long. That's part of the problem, you guys. I know. I'm running out of polluted water here again. How is that possible? Oh, because they're not pumping anything. That's okay. I'm fine with those trees not being utilized until I get this straightened out over here. I don't know how those got so hot. Must have been what they were made with, but okay. 16 degrees here. So close. It's getting really warm up here. It's good. And I guess radiant pipe. What have I got? A lot of copper. I have a lot of it, but copper. Let's do that. And why don't we just make some copper while we're at it? And there we go. Okay. I just heard that, you guys, all that clicking. Switching over to my quiet mouse. You know, better late than never. 12 minutes in, why not? We'll switch over to the mouse. If it works, there we go. Actually don't need those ladders, it looks like. Go ahead and destroy this one. Now, destroy these two. In order to build this, we'll start with the big thing. I'm going to want the petroleum generator. But under the petroleum generator, I need it to be pumpable. Because it's going to be spitting out polluted water. So we're going to put a pump right there with some automation on it. We are going to take... Did I not? What just happened? Oh, I ran out of copper. Yeah, keep running out of copper. Okay. You guys really need a refinery, but I don't have any good liquid for them to pass through the refinery. I really need to find some oil or something. What's the boiling point of brine or salt water? That's no good. How are you guys doing down here? Where can we go? Oh, this is a huge basin I was building out for this saltwater geyser. I don't know what happened to that. I got distracted, I guess. They can keep working on that in their free time. I don't know why I keep hitting F instead of G, but oh, you guys can actually wear suits down here. Oh, you can actually get some work done. Nice. Alright, that'll be some digging. They like to dig, it seems, before they like to build. I'm gonna take a look at priorities and take a look at who's good at building. And make sure... Bump that up a little bit. Ada. Build your heart out. You're actually better at building than digging, so you go ahead and do that. We have plenty of diggers. That should help with some of these 5 priority build items. Alright, gold amalgam good, gold amalgam good, gold amalgam good. Sounds good. Okay, down here, alright. Have I got copper? I do have copper. Alright, so, automation. Hydro sensor, put that right there. Little automation wire. Boom. Now, that is all it needs, and then some mesh tile. Now, I should be able to put on top of that petroleum generator, right? Yeah, that fits. Alright, so that gives us our footprint. Now, I do need to wall this in before my dupes are going to be happy working on it, but I want to leave them enough room to be able to walk through there, so I'm hoping that is a large enough space to do this entire thing, and it should be. So let's go ahead and wall that in. And we can get rid of these. And looking at refinement, there we go. Looking at refinement, an ethanol distiller. Boom. Boom. Leaving room for automation in between, like so. All right. Now these 4 ethanol distillers are going to feed into one petroleum generator, which I'm going to make out of gold amalgam. Put that right there. Speaking of gold amalgam, these things get warm. I definitely don't want to make those out of copper. That would be a mistake. My choices here, definitely gold amalgam. Yeah. Until I get steel. Gold amalgam for the win. I am going to keep this whole area as cool as possible. Alright, it's closed off. I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct that. I'll do that one and that one. So I can go ahead and put a door there. I'm going to put a pneumatic door. I'm okay with the carbon dioxide leaking out of here, because if it does leak out of here, I'll do like this. I'm sorry. If it does leak out of here, it will go into my sink over here and just add to my gobs and gobs of carbon dioxide that I've got hiding in this room over here. Alright, how are we doing? Taking your sweet time, building that out, looking good. Okay, down here, yeah, they're not going to get to that for a while. These other tasks are so much closer. My steam is pumping again, which means this water will pump soon. Let's see how we're doing here. It's set to go over 100 kilograms. That must mean that the pipe is full, right? Yep, which means I can snip this one. Stop sending all that polluted water over there. Of course, that water is so polluted already, it's never going to clean itself up. It is clean water. So they are dying at 3% per cycle, but it's a half-life on that is insane. Printing pod went off. Go ahead and take a look at what we got here. We'll take those pip eggs, why not? And speaking of pip eggs, let's drop a pip egg. Yeah, let's do, I don't see any hatchlings, actually. Let's do a hatchling. Still got a lot of plastic going on up here. Total plastic, industrial ingredients. Manufactured material. 8 tons of plastic we've got going. We have a lot of very heavily used ladders, so I think we should probably try and take advantage of some of that. This ladder gets a lot of use for whatever reason. And somebody's peeing again. Either that or I missed it from last time. Not sure. We're down to a lot less lice loaf at 99,000 food. Who is this? Who is? I don't know who that was. My cook. They're pretty good. Yeah, my cooks know what they're doing. I'm thinking I should probably dump these glossy Dracos in a room with a shaver so I can get my plastic production multiplied. It's what? Shearing station is 3 tiles wide, so if I had a 4 tile wide room, that's not gonna work there. Actually, up here they'll still produce. Ooh, this is a brilliant idea, and I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. If I dump them up here in a room that's fully hydrogen. Alright, so check this out. We're going to destroy buildings only. Hopefully this will work. We're going to put a regular door here just so we don't leak all of our hydrogen out right away. But we also have at our disposal a bunch of hydrogen. And if I do a floor vent, and I just put it right there, it should leak hydrogen into this room because it's really low pressure right now. See if I can get him to build that. Get rid of all that. And I can actually, I think I can put automation on this, right? The gas wall vent does not have any automation. Oh, that's the downside. Right, scrap that. Oh no. Priority 9 on that. No, hurry up. Fix that. Alright, I only got 2 Dracos up there. That's fine. Alright. Then I just destroyed all the stuff that I wanted, is what happened. Atmo sensor, there we go. And we'll bring in that pipe just like that. I want him to build this stuff first. So I can go ahead and configure that. I did lose some hydrogen, so this area is up here has a little more than it did. This down here is at 600 something, so I'm going to say this is above. Now, if it's below 800, then go ahead and drop some more hydrogen in here. Now, I also don't want them to use this door anymore, so I'm going to tell them to stop doing that. And up here, we're going to add a shearing station. And we're going to power it. This is my overflow, so I actually don't care if they're groomed or not. I actually don't care if they starve to death. Yeah, I just want to be able to shear them maybe 1 or 2 times before they die. Alright, sounds good. Got something going on over here with this clean water. See if I can get rid of that. How are we doing here? Nothing quick. Down here, nothing quick. So they apparently just don't have a lot of idle time. I am going to, now that I've got this all at a decent temperature, ooh, look at that. Oh, it's almost warm enough up here. But this is, I think this is just going to be a storage room. But down here, I am going to build that thing we talked about, critter drop off. But I can't do it because it's not a room, so let me make it a room. Let's see, I'll just do that there. That works. It's the OCD challenge, man. These guys do not like working in unfinished spaces. And how are we doing over here on temp? Oh, it's like 10, 11 degrees. I mean, down here is really cold, but... Whew, okay, if we get that done up, we can get a pip down there. Let's go ahead and give this a priority 6 on all this. And then for food, critter drop off, I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to leave it at priority 5, so they should not do that first. Whoa, whoa. Too much. Okay. Thank you. Apparently I clicked on achievements. Frankie was suffocating, but he made it out. Maybe I should have focused on oxygen production, but you know, it's alright. What's going on over here? Make sure these things are running all the time. I've seen some max pressure. You need to create more of a vacuum around these days. Harold got stuck over here. Son of a gun. Harold, my dude, you need an eternal resting place. Where is it medicine? A tasteful memorial. I think this is going to be Harold's tasteful memorial. So, in order for this to run, I just need to turn the ethanol into petroleum and then burn the petroleum. I don't really need any other equipment down here. This is a dedication of this space to Harold. I'm sorry, my dude. So sorry. That's my bad, Harold. I wasn't paying attention. I should have known you would build yourself into a pillar and then suffocate. You know, I heard somebody suffocating earlier and they were like up here and they were fine. Oh, Harold. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention Firepole was supposed to go right here. Let's go ahead and finish that ladder to there. And now we can priority 6 this, by the way. As far as plumbing goes, insulated pipes, because this stuff is hot. This is pretty much what it's going to look like. I think I'm just going to do one thing here, and that is, even though it's going to be super hot liquid, I'm going to put it in a gold amalgam. And we're going to put a liquid reservoir right here, just as an overflow. But I can't do that because of the current circulating liquid. So we're going to reroute that really quick. We're going to just regular pipe join that to there. And then we'll snip this. We'll snip it now, so that pipe has a chance to empty before they build that new one. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Alright. And how's this doing? Temp-wise. Good. Heating up. So they built this thing. We're going to go ahead and set this to pip. I want, we'll take 2. And I had a pip down here, but he probably died. So we will wrangle this pip. And, oh, they've already got one wrangled right there. All right. So, wow, that was fast. They already delivered a pip. That works for me. We're going to open this door and set my pip free. I need a storage unit down here. We'll just go ahead and drop it right there. And I want a tree right there, actually, so I'm going to ladder that. I don't want a tree down there, and I'm not ready for all that. So, one tree there, and then we'll start working our way across over here. That was the printing pod one more time, which tells me 2 things. One, we've got a blueprint to print out, and we're out of time. Harold died, you guys. We've got room for somebody else. Let's see. I don't know what Harold was good at, though. I don't know what I'm trying to replace. We'll go ahead and take Turner. Welcome to the base, Turner. Go ahead and set up your skill, and we'll see what we're low on. Harold suffocated. Yes, thank you. I can't see Harold's skills anymore, though. Let's see, I have 1 artist. Hassan. Okay, so maybe I could use another artist, but Turner is uncultured, so that's not going to happen. And he is squeamish, so he's not going to be doctoring. We'll go ahead and set him out with improved carrying and work our way up to maybe digging and research. Don't know that I need a 3rd one of those, but Bonnie, there you go, medicine, Liam, suit wearing Lindsay. Don't need more medicine. What do you got, Lindsay? Creativity 0. Construction. Nails. You're already cooking. And you're close to being maxed out on stress. We're just going to let that ride for now. Until we can get everybody eating better meals and maybe a better rec room. We are down to 50,000 kcals of fried, 33,000 lice loaf, but we have 50,000 fried mushrooms. So that's the trend we were hoping to see. That's good. And they are really close to being done down here. I did make a mistake, and that is that I did not power this. And I did not plumb this. So we need to figure out where to send that eventually. And I can destroy this so that I can get my what is that thing? Liquid reservoir medical amalgam placed right there. So that means I can also then bring my insulated pipe there and this guy to there. Alright. I actually want this radiant pipe to be moved up. Like that. And end of turn messes with what I'm doing. Alright, and then these guys each take how much power? This is a refinement. Ethanol distiller takes 240 watts of power. Okay, so I can run them off of conductive wire as soon as I get some copper. We'll wire that up next time. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So this room is nearing completion. We'll be working on our farm here next time. and our oxygen generation. So we almost got a room done. That's our goal, and it's taking longer and longer to get it done every time. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching the videos as always. If you've enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit that like button and help other people find it. Until next time, this is Nom Nom, signing out.